We're the Hughes family
from Lombard, Illinois, and
we love Christmas.
Hi, I'm Mike Hughes. I'm the father and creator of all this craziness. I'm a software technician, and this is my wife who's over there.
Hi, I'm Ann Hughes. I'm the wife and mom. I put up with all this craziness, and that's my daughter over there.
Hi, my name is Carrie Sabine. I am the stepdaughter of Michael Hughes, and 2 months out of the year, I pretend that I don't live here.
Well, you know, just as crazy as the lights are outside, so is the weather. You know how it is here in Chicago. If you don't like the weather, give it a minute. It's going to change. It actually kind of started raining a little while ago. So I moved my portion of this back into my garage workshop here, kind of give you some updates along here. In here is where I build all my circuits and my boards and the stuff that I use to control it and all the props that we build. This tree is here is one of my spares, but it's got a string of green out, so I got to replace it. And I like telling a lot of people you're going to get into this hobby. A couple things you need to go ahead. First thing you do is you go and invest in zip ties and electrical tape because you go through a lot of them and use a lot of them. So that's one of the things we do. This is my creative outlets where I get to build everything. It's where I put stuff together. It's where I go hang out, get away from everything. And people ask me like, well, how did I get started? When did I started decorating houses and such? And I remember back as a kid, I was always decorating mom and dad's house downstate. Illinois, where I was always the one putting the lights out at Christmas time and also putting them up at Halloween and everything else. So it's kind of carried over. And when I finally got my own house here in Lombard, I just kind of took over from there and started off small and kept getting bigger and bigger and more parts. And then when I finally got to the point where I was going to go kind of a little bit bigger, the wife was going to get me a controller board that was 16 channel. And once I kind of got into that and I started doing the research on it, I figured out that, hey, with my electronics background and knowledge, I could build my own from the parts in the hobby area of the genre of the Christmas lights. And I could build a 64 channel one 4 times bigger for the same price as we could buy a 16. So that's kind of where I got started into building all of my Christmas lights and stuff. And it's an all year round. Obviously along in this area, there's not a lot of people doing the computer control. Everything else is, static stuff. Static displays, lights and stuff. I'm one of the few houses in the Chicago area. There's a few of us out there, but I'm still one of them out there that, does the bigger computer control, all the channels, all the lights in motion and stuff. I saw that, way back when everybody saw the whole Wizards in Winter house on YouTube. It kind of took off from there, and I figured it out and went from that. So that's what kind of got me hooked into what I'm doing now and why we got as big as we are. And how we move. I kept adding a little more each year, new pieces, and I just keep adding more and more. So, tell you what, go ahead and wrap it up from here. I think the wife is upstairs. She's decorating the Christmas tree right now, so we'll see what's up with her, all right? Go this way.
Oh, you guys caught me while I was finishing decorating the tree. Sorry. I love Christmas. I love the lights. We love to decorate. But inside of the house, it's actually both Mike and I that do all the decorating. Mike pretty much handles the outside, and I kind of draw the line at anything that blinks or flashes on the inside, because that would just make me completely crazy. I love the lights, but I like them to be on all the time and colorful, and I prefer it that way. So, yeah, I got to fight with them a little bit on that. Why don't you guys go and find Carrie, see what she's doing. She's probably somewhere around here.
Well, I guess you found me. Been hiding. I don't mind, helping Mom or Mike with the decorations in the house, but like I said earlier, I kind of like hiding and pretending that I don't live here. It's kind of like when people ask me at my work, I tell them that, we have this big house decorations and, music and sound. They're like, oh my God, that's your house? That's so cool! And I'm going, yeah, not when you're trying to sleep at night and the lights are blinking in your room. So, but yeah, let's go see what Mike's doing.
Okay, so I'm going to take a minute here. I'm going to give you guys a bit of a tour around our display. Give you an idea of some of the ideas and the pieces we use in it. This first section here is some of our inflatables. The one on the left there, the purple one, is one we call Mama Penguin. She's obviously got the little one in front. The big one in the back is our Igloo guys. And the 3 guys in the front of the mailbox, we call them mailbox letters or mailbox penguins. These guys make up our chorus. Then moving right down up front here, this guy is Peter Penguin. He's our master of ceremonies, our MC. He introduces the songs. He makes sure that the artists who sing them get credit for the work that they do. You know, he just kind of makes sure that things move along in between songs for all of the people who stop by. Just give some background to say our show has got 14,600 plus lights in it. Runs on about 288 channels of control based from a single main computer. I've got 8 of the arches that you're looking at, and then as we kind of pan up here, you'll see on this particular side of the garage here where I've got 20 actually of these individual candy canes, each one of them with a rope light in it, all controlled by a central box. That gives me a lot of control of how things work and keeps things really kind of moving. Then as I go ahead and pan up here, I come up to one of my favorite pieces in the Christmas show. It's my Christmas wreath. I designed and built this thing. It's got 1,264 lights in it. Got lots of M3 LED. Almost everything's LED in it. It's got 16 channels of green, 2 channels of red, and a couple for the strobes. Really lively piece. Keep things moving around. I'll cut in here look at it sometime of what it looks like at nighttime it's operating, but really makes it a fun piece. Now as we pan across here from the wreath, coming over to the other side of the house and looking up there is the new piece that was built for this year. It's my animated 4-channel star. It's kind of hard to see. It's 3-dimensional. It's got 4 channels to it, 250 lights, all warm white, so it looks like a nice gold looking star. It was kind of a new piece added, kind of had to have it for this year. Then we'll pan past. This is 2 of my 4 floodlights. They're RGBW, means they do red, green, blue, white. I can mix them all. Then as we come down from the front door, you can see more of the candy canes. I have 24 down on this side of the driveway. A little bit longer side, so I have a few more candy canes. Kind of fun to make things match up, but again, they give me lots of control, lots of movement. Love all that kind of stuff. Keeps things really interesting. And then as you come by here, you can see the first of the other 6 of my arches. Those all have about 700 lights apiece, plus the strobe lights. And then we're coming up onto the Christmas tree forest. This is my LED Christmas tree forest. It's a mini Christmas trees. There's 4 colors on each one of the 15 little trees out there. I can control each one of them individually, keeps them all fun, do lots of neat patterns, stuff there, but it just makes it so I can do all sorts of pretty colors. Again, everything is LED, so they're originally. And then coming up to the last here, you can see the 4 main singers for my show. Most of the music I do on the show is a cappella music. These 4 guys make up my singers. The tall one at the back's the bass. Then I have my 2 tenors in the middle, and the blue guy at the front's kind of my lead singer. So they make up my quartet along with the rest of the group, making the rest of the chorus and keeping things going. Here's a quick little bit of Peter Pangren kind of giving some introduction during the show at nighttime. He's kind of getting ready to introduce the rest of the crowd as we're getting the show started for the first one for the evening. Here comes the 4 singers as they get lit up, ready to be set up and introduced for the first song. And here, as I told you, I do some quick footage of my wreath kind of in operation. As you can see, this thing's got quite a bit of animation to it. It's a really lively piece. It's also brighter than you think it is. We use it as a green floodlight even sometimes when I'm up and setting up to do the rest of the show. And then quick jumping right over to those animated Christmas trees that I have. Again, I've got full color combinations on it. These guys are just a people love. Well, I hope you've enjoyed a little tour of our crazy Christmas display, almost as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. You know, this is definitely a passion for us. We love doing it. Almost as soon as I've got the one up for this year, I've already started planning on next year. We absolutely enjoy bringing the Christmas lights and music to people who get to stop by and bring a little Christmas cheer into their lives, you know, just for sitting in their cars and listening to music and watching the lights. A little different for this year, we are bringing in the fact we're asking our friends to stop by to watch to give a little donation. We're collecting for a food pantry there in town, collecting food items and monetary donations to help other people in town make it more for them. We're looking to do even more than that. So this is just our enjoyment and passion for all year round, and we truly love doing this. So thank you for stopping by, and we hope to maybe do some more of this and show more of it for you in the future. Thank you.
No more ring-a-ding, time to get up off your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, do it to me once more. Rocking on top of the world. We'll be rocking on top of the world. We'll be rocking. The place is hopping, there ain't no stopping. Rocking on top of the world. If your spirit is sweet, that girl. We're rocking on top of the world. Let's all sing. Rocking on top of the world. Rocking on top of the world. The place is hopping, ain't no stopping. Rocking on top of the world.